Turning now to the very latest on the war in the Middle East. One U.S. crew member is still missing after an F-15 fighter jet was shot down over Iran. The pilot was rescued, and that wasn't the only U.S. aircraft hit today.
You're right about that. An A-10, also known as a Warthog, was hit. It went down over Kuwait. That had a single pilot. That pilot survived. Our Lolita Lopez is here with more on the search and rescue mission for that F-15 crew member who's still missing.
Yeah, Colleen and Kathy, the search for the second crew member continues even as it's nighttime right there, and it's a very dangerous mission. Late this afternoon, a U.S. aircraft used to support that search and rescue was struck by Iranian fire. That A-10 Thunderbolt, as you said, making it to Kuwaiti airspace where the pilot ejected and that aircraft crashed. Now, that followed two U.S. military helicopters, also part of the efforts, being struck by Iranian fire. The service members, according to U.S. officials, are all unharmed. This is video showing a C-130 tanker and two helicopters over southern Iran, part of the rescue mission of the crew of an F-15E Strike Eagle that Iranian media says was shot down by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Iranian state TV also releasing images of what appears to be a downed military plane. According to NBC News, one of the crew members has been rescued alive by the U.S. His or her condition not immediately released. According to Iranian media, a regional governor offered a bounty, the equivalent of thousands of U.S. dollars, for locals to find the remaining American crew member.
We are systematically dismantling the regime's ability to threaten America.
The incident comes only days after the president told the nation in a primetime address that most of the U.S. military goals have been met in the war with Iran, while also warning that strikes would intensify over the next 2 to 3 weeks.
There are varying levels of tools that they can use to potentially take down an aircraft.
Retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Jason O. Harris has flown in nearly a dozen combat deployments.
It's possible that there could be truck-mounted or vehicle-mounted anti-aircraft artillery.
The focus now on the search and rescue. He says the missing crew member and those involved in the rescue all relying on extensive training in a precarious operation.
They're now consciously choosing to put themselves in harm's way to go and rescue an American airman who's out there on that battlefield.
Yeah, indeed. And he tells us the U.S. military is at the ready at any given moment to be there if a crew member goes down, and they will not stop until they find that person. In a brief phone interview with NBC News this afternoon, the president did not discuss specifics of the ongoing search and rescue effort in Iran, and also said that today's events would not affect any negotiations with Iran, telling NBC we're in a war. Kathy?
Lolita, thank you. Stay with NBC4 both on air and online for any updates on this breaking news. You can also track it on the go with the NBCLA app.